Hello guys, welcome back to another trade recap. So in this video, not gonna lie, I did go on tilt a little bit. I did lock myself out though. But let me go over what happened today. So I took a trade, right? I took a loss. Let me go over this trade real quick. So we failed to sweep London lows, which was my I was targeting longs to this unfilled 1 hour, 15 minute, and 4 hour. Actually no, it's just 1 hour. It's just a 1 hour. So that was my target. I wanted London lows to get swept, and then continue going higher, which we never swept London lows. So I kind of missed long entries here, but we had this clear draw on liquidity, right? We had accumulation right here. I saw a small AMD, so accumulation manipulation, swept this low here, creating SMT. We also tapped into a 5 minute and a 15 minute gap, so that was pretty A plus. And then I waited for a 1 minute IFVG, which we made one here. Very nice V shape reversal. Tapped in there, and then I unfortunately got stopped out. But it was a very good trade. I would take this any other day. Now, this is where I messed up. So up here, I saw accumulation, right? It had just tapped into the 1 hour. My draw on liquidity did end up playing out just a bit later though. So we were accumulating. I was waiting for a little AMD setup, maybe tap into this 5 minute, continue going higher up to these other highs up here, since we do have a lot of resting liquidity. That's probably for tomorrow. So boom, we saw that. Now this is where I messed up, guys. Since I had already taken a loss, I should have only risked 50% of what I usually risk, which I usually risk 500. So I took a $300 loss. I should have risked only 250 again. But I got a little bit impatient. So we created an SMT with this low. Price came back down into this 15 minute. We had no other unmitigated gaps here. This 15 minute had already been tapped into. Nothing pretty much, only other than these highs up here. So my bias was still bullish. Now where I messed up was that I entered a bit late. So you see this 1 minute never closed. But if you see the 30 second, we created a nice V shape on the 30 second. But I guess the 30 second doesn't really doesn't really matter now. But we had this nice V shape. I was like, okay, tapped in. Now I tapped in thinking that this had already closed above, which as soon as I tapped in, it came back down. So yeah, so I tapped in here. You see this is a 30 second. No, look, you'll see on the 15 second, I tapped in as soon as it closed. So it was like up here, tapped in, closed below. I was like, oh shit. And at this point, I hadn't realized I entered 20 micros, which is basically 2 minis. So my stop loss was at this candle wick below. That is around $600 stop loss, which would have been fine, but I had already taken a loss. So yeah, I'm down a bit more than what I wanted. But I was really only going for 1 or 2. Obviously my draw was up here, but I mean I could have targeted this as well. But yeah, I didn't just like how we were just accumulating right here. We obviously gonna have to come back higher. Um I did end up getting stopped out. My original stop loss would have been probably even to this SMT below or this candle wick here, but still like I would have still gotten stopped out. And down here it would probably been like 700 stop loss. And I didn't want to blow my account, so yeah, I broke 2 rules. One was not waiting for the 1 minute to close above. Two was over risking, so I did over leverage. But I'm making sure I'm making these videos so that you guys can see full transparency of what's going on. I did lock myself out. I know with another trade I can make this back easily, but I'm not gonna over trade right now simply because I know I already took big loss. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Full transparency, I don't hide any losses. As you guys can see, boom, we basically lost um well, we're still up from yesterday from the week, but we basically gave back most of the profits. So I guess you could say this was 2 days. Take this as a L 1 day, L 2 days. So next day should be green. If it isn't, it's fine. I'm risking 400 per trade, 400 to 500, 450 for 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. So next trade I take needs to be a plus setup. I need to wait for 1 minute candle closure. And yeah, guys, other than that, um, let me know if you guys caught these longs. These are some nice longs. We also had good shorts at open. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. See you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Peace out.